It might have occurred to you that I might seem very soft and very easy and very kind. Well, I am very kind. I definitely am very kind. But there are so many things for me that are a reason to get a little bit concerned and worried about the welfare of horses, that I think it's time to tell my experiences and share my knowledge with you. Because many horses get abused. Like this guy. He came with us and his owner said, just ride him, there's no problem at all. I solved everything. He had a little bit trouble, but now I can deal with him very easily. I can take care of him, and I have somebody else who can take care of him too. So he doesn't have any problems at all. And then he came with us, and the first day he almost got killed because his heartbeat went so high and his breath went so high that it was almost impossible to touch him. Haltering him was a real trouble. And this man, this owner, which was a man, and I thought, well, this is a male client, so I'm very lucky me. But I have to say that he was more female than... Well, never mind, I don't want to insult anybody, but when a horse shows that behavior, that big fear, then you might say that there's something wrong, that there is something very wrong with this horse. This horse missed the basic foundation of us people being his friend. And I think that for any horse which lives in captivity, we people should be his best friend. And if you disagree on that, well, have a good time, but please don't buy yourself a living horse. Buy yourself a poster or a picture or something, or a big hugging bear, because these animals might seem to you and to many other people like hugging bears, but in reality they are not. They're alive and they have feelings, and especially horses are very sensitive. Still, we don't have to treat them like they can break it very easily, because the power of a horse, the force of a horse, compared to his weight, and I'm going to show you his body now, he has the power of 6 grown men. So that means that I love 6 men. Well, that means that we have to be a little bit smart to be able to deal with this force. It's a terrible big force when it's getting upset. And people who have been riding horses that have been upset will definitely know that. So what was the problem of this guy? The problem of this guy was he had a terrible fear of people. A terrible fear. And when I say terrible, I mean terrible. He was shaking all over. He couldn't recover when he was afraid. He was totally out of control. And that hurts me when I talk with his owner and he brings his horse to me and says, there's no problem, all there has to happen is that he's going to be ridden. Well, that makes me angry. That makes me really angry, because then you miss the basic of normal horse behavior. This horse has the right, like any horse, on a normal life, on a good life. And now I will just show you how he somehow recovered, and he's not there yet. And I don't know, I think his owner will collect him, and especially when he has seen this movie, he will say, no, she didn't ride him. Well, she didn't, because you don't ride a crippled horse. And this is not a physical being crippled, this is a mental being crippled. So if you might think, why the hell is she doing these silly videos of a horse just walking with a human being and doing nothing? Well, I hope this will give you an answer. And I'm sick and tired of the respondings of my horse doesn't have a problem. Well, he shows me, he shows us and many other people who came here and who just gave him an apple. He showed to all those people his worst enemy, his worst fear was human. I'm going to him. And you will see he's still a little bit concerned, but it's getting better, and he's sniffing at my hand. He's not taking the food like silly commands. He has another problem on his hoof. A problem that was to the owner no problem. This his horn of his hoof is getting away. That means that his hooves are growing too fast. No problem, good hoofs, told the owner. And those things, ladies and gentlemen, those things make me so angry. They make me feel so upset because he can't help being here. He can't help being born. He was just here. And that might give you an explanation of why I am doing these silly videos.